If someone has ever ghosted you, you've probably replayed the same question over and over. Did I do something wrong? Did they lose feelings? Were they talking to someone else? Was everything they said a lie? And the more you searched for answers, the worse you felt. That's not a coincidence, it's psychology. Most people think ghosting hurts because someone left, but that's only part of the story. The real reason ghosting is so painful is because your brain never gets an ending. Unlike rejection, ghosting leaves your mind trapped between hope and loss. Part of you wants to move on, another part keeps wondering, what if they come back? In this video, we're going to explore the psychology behind ghosting, why it can hurt even more than rejection, and why your brain struggles so much to let it go. Number 1. Your brain hates unanswered questions. Imagine reading a mystery novel only for the final chapter to be ripped out. You never find out who did it or why. That's exactly what ghosting feels like to your brain. Human beings naturally look for patterns and explanations. We want stories to have endings. When someone disappears without saying goodbye, your brain starts trying to finish the story on its own. Maybe they're busy, maybe they're scared, maybe I said something wrong, maybe they'll text tomorrow. Every possible explanation becomes another loop of overthinking. Not because you're obsessed, but because your brain is trying to solve a puzzle that has no clear answer. Number 2, why ghosting often hurts more than rejection. This might sound surprising, but many psychologists believe ghosting can feel even more painful than hearing "I'm not interested." Why? Because rejection gives your brain certainty. It hurts, but at least you know where you stand. Ghosting gives you uncertainty, and uncertainty is incredibly difficult for a human brain to tolerate without an answer. Your mind keeps searching for one. Hope and disappointment begin taking turns. One day you convince yourself they're coming back. The next day you accept they're gone. Then one notification makes you hopeful all over again. That emotional roller coaster is exhausting. Number 3, why you start blaming yourself. One of the first things many people do after being ghosted is look inward. They replay conversations, read old messages, analyze every word they said, every emoji, every pause, searching for the exact moment everything changed. Because when information is missing, our brains often fill in the blanks. Unfortunately, those blanks are usually filled with self-criticism. Maybe I wasn't interesting enough. Maybe I was too much. Maybe I wasn't enough. But here's something important to remember. Not knowing why someone ghosted you doesn't automatically mean the reason was you. People disappear for many reasons: avoiding difficult conversations, fear of conflict, emotional immaturity, loss of interest, or simply poor communication skills. Their silence doesn't automatically define your worth. Number 4, the dopamine trap. Ghosting creates something psychologists often describe as intermittent reinforcement. Think about checking your phone. Nothing. An hour later, still nothing. Then suddenly, your phone vibrates. Your heart races, even if it's not them. Your brain has started associating uncertainty with possibility. That tiny chance that they might message keeps you emotionally invested. It's the same psychological pattern that makes gambling so addictive. The reward is unpredictable. And unpredictable rewards keep us coming back, not because they're healthy, but because uncertainty keeps the brain engaged. Number 5, why closure feels so important. People often say, I just need closure, but what does closure actually mean? Most people believe closure comes from another person's explanation. One final conversation, one last message, one clear reason. Sometimes that happens, but often it doesn't. And waiting for closure from someone who has already stopped communicating can keep you emotionally stuck. Real closure isn't always something another person gives you. Sometimes it's something you decide to create for yourself. Accepting that not every question will have an answer. Accepting that someone else's silence doesn't have to become your identity. Now, how to actually move on? Moving on doesn't begin when they finally text you. It begins when you stop waiting for them to. Instead of asking, why did they ghost me? Try asking, what does their behavior tell me? Because actions communicate just as much as words. Someone who wants to build a healthy relationship communicates. Someone who repeatedly disappears communicates something too, not with words, but with behavior. And behavior is often the most honest answer you'll ever receive. Ghosting hurts because it leaves your brain searching for answers it may never find. It turns uncertainty into overthinking, silence into self-doubt, and unanswered questions into emotional pain. But here's the truth. Not every story gets an ending we wanted, and not every unanswered question deserves years of your attention. Sometimes, the most powerful form of closure isn't finally hearing from them. It's realizing you no longer need to. If this video helped you understand why ghosting hurts so much, consider subscribing to Decode, because understanding your mind is the first step towards healing it.